right into the tutorial, I'm going to be using Are You Kitten Me and Bestie, and I'm going to be applying this as our transition color in the crease area. And I'm just going to be working that product in until I am happy with the warmth or depth of it. That's completely up to you. You can obviously keep it subtle or you can make it darker. Going back into the palette, I'm going to be using Wine and Dine, which is a pretty burgundy color, and I'm going to be using this to put it in the outer corner and the inner corner, leaving the middle of the eye completely empty. And then I'm going to connect it at the very top of the crease. And going in with a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges just so I don't have any harsh lines. Going back into the same palette, I'm going to be using the color So Jelly, and this is just kind of like a glittery pink shade, and I'm going to be applying that in the center of the eye. And going into the 25B palette from Morphe brushes, I'm going to be using the color that was at the bottom of the palette, which is like a plum burgundy color, and I'm just going to be adding that to the outer and inner corner as well to darken up the eye a bit. Next, for eyeliner, instead of doing the normal black, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do something fun with it, something different. So I'm going to be using this white liner, and actually it's the NYX Jumbo pencil, but since it's such a big pencil and it won't work by itself, I'm going to use a Tarte liner brush, and I'm just going to be dipping in to the pencil and just applying the product onto my eye. And now curling our lashes. And I'm going to be applying my Tartiest mascara from Tarte. Love this mascara. If you haven't tried it out, you definitely should because it coats your lashes perfectly. For falsies, I'm going to be using Queen Bee by Koko lashes. These are just super pretty, super simple, and of course they're not going to hide our masterpiece, our eyeshadow, so that's the reason why I use these. I put a couple drops of my Josie Maran oil onto my Beauty Blender sponge to blend out my foundation. I used the Amazonian Clay foundation from Tarte. Next, I'm going to be using my highlighting stick from Anastasia Beverly Hills to highlight. And then blending that out with our Beauty Blender. Next, I'm going to be using another stick from Anastasia, and this is actually a foundation stick, but it was too dark for me, so I used it to contour. It's in the color Carmel. And then, of course, blending that as well. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier Translucent powder per usual, and of course my Beauty Blender from Real Techniques to apply that. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix powder. And then to powder contour, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Light Shade palette. And I'm going to be using the middle color, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a harsh line and then blending that out with a fluffier brush. And here I'm just taking a bigger brush and just blending everything together. And dusting away the excess powder from my face. And I'm just going to go ahead and contour my nose with that same contour powder from Kat Von D. And then to clean that up, I'm going to be using the translucent powder as well. Going into my Morphe blush palette, I'm going to be using the first two and applying that to the cheeks, to the apples of my cheeks. I can't talk today, apparently. And for highlight, I'm going to be going in with Hard Candy and Stardust from my Sweets palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then just applying that wherever I want to highlight. And for lips, I'm just going to be using this Rimmel liner, and I don't remember the name of it. I'll have those details in the description box below, but I'm just going to go ahead and use that to line my lips. I'm going to be going in with Myth from MAC on top. And then on top of that, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. And then I'm going to go back in with that burgundy color from the palette that we used on our eyes, and I'm just going to smoke out the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and just highlight our inner corner. It's the same, the Hard Candy and Stardust from the Sweets palette. And then for my bottom lashes, I'm going in with Benefit's Roller Lash Mascara. And then to finish off the look, I'm just going to use my MAC setting spray, and that completes the look. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next tutorial.